Rashard,
What's up?
hood folks.
What's up, hood folks?
Y'all ready?
Are you ready?
Yeah, we got some microphones. We got some lights. We finna tell y'all some stuff. We finna tell y'all where we been. Yes, we are back again. I'm not trying to talk too loud because I know the microphone is picking up real good. I can't see. I just see little buttons and stuff moving right here.
And you got a big ass mouth, so
Is that the dog growling?
he growling.
Anyway, drop the new intro.
Let's do it.
Do it for the hood folk. Yeah. So the last video we did, we was at the Gulf of Mexico.
Yes, we were at the Gulf.
And y'all, we have had some changes going on in our life since then, some drastic changes. Last year this time, 2024,
Yes.
we had a hurricane come through the city.
Yes, we did.
And we mentioned to some people, or we mentioned to the hood folks, to each other, that we were going to do some things.
And yeah, we mentioned
And they came to pass.
they have.
All right, y'all. So check this out. We're going to start off right here. Where we been at for the past, 6 months? No, it ain't been 6 months.
It's been like 3 or 4. About
Since
3
since
or 4.
since the last of April.
I think it was the last of April. I believe so. So yeah, it's been 3 months.
Ooh, let's take them back.
3 months.
Let's take them back and show them some clips.
Go ahead.
For it is April the 27th. Y'all see? April the 27th, 2025. We are in, what hotel is here?
A hotel that I am disgusted with.
Disgusted, y'all. I'm telling you, the reason we are in this hotel is because of this reason right here. So, hood folks, as y'all know, as y'all get in this video, we sold our house. And y'all already know that now because we done told y'all. By now y'all get to this part of the video. And we are in the Red Roof Inn. Bruh. And we're in a queen side bed, right?
Yeah, 2 beds because of the dog.
So this actually is a hotel because a hotel is when your front door leads to a hallway. A motel is when your front door leads to a outside.
To the outside.
So this is a punk cheap ass hotel. Literally, when I say roach motel, it's definitely that.
Man, did you see what he did when I said outside? But his ass was out there and wouldn't do anything but pee. So you ain't going back until I wake up.
Ugly. I don't know how I'm better to do this. We like sardines in the bed. I want my king size so I can roll and roll and roll.
At this moment in time, hood folks, I am missing my bed. I am missing the comfortability of having some space.
Wait now. I'm thin as a whistle.
You must talking about a whistle that a giant owns.
I ain't that big.
I ain't say you was big. I didn't say you were that big, but this bed and it's just so tight.
A whole nother person can get behind me. I'm so thin.
Only other person, godly. Anyway.
So, are you gonna miss this city?
To be honest, no, I won't. I won't miss Houston at all. This has been a terrible decision moving here. Y'all might say differently, but yeah, this has been a terrible move. It was a terrible move, so I'm glad I'm gone.
Alright. So like I said, it's April the 27th. What's going on in the news right now? Shannon Sharp. TD Jakes resigned today.
About time.
Don't hate on TD. Anyway, we're going back to the video that you're gonna be watching right now. Let's fast forward to the future. Now I don't know what day y'all gonna be watching none of these videos on, but we just thought about y'all while we were recording this video. Well, we was laying in the bed.
While we were laying in the bed, hood folks, we was saying, let's go ahead and throw the camera on and let's do something.
Anyway, back to the future.
So what we do?
We sold the house.
We sold our house, y'all. Listen, life is too short to be in places that you don't want to be. And I just can do it. I can do it. He can do it. And it was not a scheme that Rashard set up. It was a scheme that we both set up that we wouldn't happen in the house.
We wasn't
not happy in that house. And we hated that house. Well, I can't say we, Jeremy, I hated that house. From the first day we saw that house, I was like, ugh. But then, the thing I want y'all to get from this video for real, is never listen to people who lead with emotions. And a lot of people will put their scare tactics or their fear on you. And so all the signs will be in your face to tell you no or go, but you got to listen to your inner soul. But we closed on the house in August of 2021.
August 16th to be exact.
See, and from all the signs that came to my face telling me I shouldn't do it, from the day we went to inspection and my soul was like, from the day we went to closing and I was like, but I went on and did it, and I was listening to, oh, it's just carpet, y'all can get that change. Oh, that's just paint, y'all can get that change. And those was not the problems that I had with the house. The main problem I had with that house, me personally, was I always felt like I was living in the last people who sold the house to us house, because what they did, what they should not have done, is they came to the house the day we picked up the keys, brought us the keys, gave us the rundown of the community, told us about all the neighbors, who do what, and how to move through the area, through the community. And then on top of that, they came to the house multiple times getting mail, getting packages. And they came to the neighborhood and was still talking to all the neighbors and still friends with all of the neighbors. So every day I was in the house, I felt like I was in somebody else's house, and I hated that house. That's just how I feel. How did you feel?
Okay, so he is correct. Like, it did feel like we were still living in their house. It still felt like we were living in their house. And if they wouldn't have came over to give us the keys, if they wouldn't have been there when we came in, when we had closed, after we closed, if they wasn't there, and I would have seen, say if they were to come back to the hood and come back to the neighborhood and talk to the folks, I wouldn't really notice them because I wouldn't have seen them. You know, I really wouldn't have seen their faces and how they looked and everything. So I say that was one of the biggest things. And then they were some nasty motherfuckers. Ooh. Obviously, I mean, y'all knew when we changed the floors and stuff, the carpet especially. They had that dog in that apartment, that house, and they just let them do it, whatever, and they just barely cleaned it up. So it was just they were nasty people, and we had to do a lot of cleaning and updates to make it feel like it was ours. But like Jeremy said, it still didn't feel like it was ours.
And then we drastically changed this house. When we moved in this house, the kitchen was white. The countertops was brown. That's why we changed the color of the house to black. The kitchen, the cabinets to black. We changed the carpet. The carpet was like a beige color when we got in the house. Mm-hmm. We changed the carpet to like a darker gray. We changed the kitchen floors from tile, and I hated tiles. Y'all, I absolutely hated tiles so much. And I got that luxury vinyl put on the floor that was like a gray. We did a lot of updates to the house. The house had a brand new roof. Yep. Brand new air conditioning system. Yep. We had got the house repiped. Yep. We had got the floors redone. We got windows replaced. We redid the bathroom. The bathroom, y'all, the second bathroom what we used was awful. It was awful. The house was a move-in ready fixer-upper, if that makes sense. And so we done a lot of work to the house. We put a lot of work in the house. And after all that work we did to the house, I was never happy. Were you happy?
I think the only thing that was happy is that I was a homeowner.
Hey, come on.
But it's not the home that I could see. Well, you know, as I say, about 2 months in, I felt like it just wasn't the house for me. Like, it wasn't a house that I want to live in for a long period of time.
Now, my biggest regret is getting that house. Now, I thought at first when we sold the house, the day we went to closing. Y'all, today is the day, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, and we are closing on this house. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. The bar is ready to go. Bye-bye, Herster. Bye-bye, Herster. Bye-bye, Herster. Ready to go. There you go. Woo!
I would snap my cake.
Man, Papa, you used to do it, didn't you?
Yeah, you gotta use both hands.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Now pull up, man, if I can fall on the floor. I was like, yeah, I never want to be a homeowner again. But y'all, I really do. It's a goal. I really do want to be a homeowner. Even though home ownership, in my opinion, is overrated. It's overrated, especially in our case. We don't have any kids. We don't have any lineage. We don't have nobody to pass stuff down to. So for me, I feel like getting a house, investing in a house and keeping it forever, and then dying off and the house just going back to the government or just going to whatever is nothing, because we in Houston, it's not like all our families in Houston too. So for us to build a whole everything in Houston, then I don't think any of our family is going to come down to Houston and live in the house. Did you think?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Right, because not many came to visit us in that motherfucker.
Right.
So my only regret is getting that house, because we got that house, like I said, in August of 21. If we would have waited to the housing market, if y'all know the housing market in 2021 was hot, it was definitely a seller's market, right?
Yes.
That means the sellers had it in their hand, because every time we would put in an offer on the house, we would go see a house like 10 o'clock that morning, and we would tell the realtor, yes, we want this house. By the time she sent us the paperwork for the house, it's like 15 offers on the house. People are asking over. If a house is $300,000, they're willing to pay $400,000. They don't want to do any inspection, and we couldn't compete against that. And so we got this house that we moved in. It was like the signs were there, because that particular house was on the market for 100 days. And I was like, man, that house on her market 100 days in this climate, some must be up. But the realtor that was selling the house, like, if y'all really want the house, we'll give it to y'all. And we was like, and I was like skeptical, but a lot of God is speaking to me. God is telling you something. I'm listening to people tell me that, well, maybe God's showing you a sign. I'm like, no, that would never happen in my life again. I would never make decisions in decisions in my life based on somebody telling me what God spoke to them about me. Never again. Never again. Not even you. So that was my biggest mistake, getting that house, because if we would have waited till September of 2021, it was so many houses that were coming available on the market, and they was like, oh, we had so many options, and we didn't have so many people to fight against, but we had already closed on that house. So the moral of the story is, if you're not happy in whatever situation, find a way to get out the situation. And no, why y'all thinking Hurricane Beryl did not inspire us to move. We had already put motion into moving before Hurricane Beryl even happened, because we were doing changes in the house. I can believe y'all didn't notice on some changes. We had painted the back wall. We had redone the countertops. We were doing a lot of work in the house in y'all face, but we didn't put it out there, So move in silence and do whatever makes you happy. All right?
That's what you do. Also, folks, my apologies for me not being so energetic and animated like I normally am. As we do this video, Monday, July 14th, I lost my grandma. She passed away this morning. I got a call from my mama, and I haven't been myself all day. It hurts because I'm not close to her. They don't stay right up the road. So it hurts that I wasn't there and I couldn't get there in a good amount of time. But, Jeremy been, just helping me out throughout the day, consistently telling me that she's not struggling and she's not in pain anymore. So that's why I've been kind of like, I'm not myself right now, but I'm willing to try to keep up a decent face to come back and just tell y'all how we've been and things that we're going through, because we were already planning on doing the video today. It's just that I didn't expect that call so soon. I talked to her Saturday, and I looked in her eyes, and she's still like she was fighting. She still called my name out, and she said she loved me. It was very faintly, but she said she loved me. And then I know when something is up because my mama, she'll call me early in the morning. So it was like 6 o'clock Central Standard Time, and she on the East Coast, so it's 7 o'clock. Where she at? So I knew it. She called the first time. It woke me up out my sleep, and I looked, and by the time I got to it, it hung. I said, "Oh, they'll call back." Kind of tried to doze back off, and then she called right back, and I knew it. But that's the reason for my lackluster appearance on this video. Just, it's good. Lackluster. That just made me smile a little bit. But yeah, so if y'all see any kind of zoning out or me being, not as talkative as I normally am and animated, then that's the reason why. But yeah.
You okay?
I'm good.
You okay?
I'm all right.
You want to scoop us now?
No, but I know somebody else who do.
Now, I did. You sure you want to do this video? Because I told him that we don't have to do this video. I know we've been on hiatus for like 3 months, and I told him that we could just skip a hiatus and we can go back on hiatus till the end of the year. I don't know. Again, we had planned on doing this video. Like, this video was set up to be recorded today, and we was gonna put it up the next day or what have you. But again, if you don't want to do the video, I totally understand. So there's no force. It is no, we got to do this today.
It's not forceful. I said I wanted to do it, and I'm going to do it.
To distract your mind?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So that been the main gist is we sold that house, and I feel so good. The day that we sold that house, y'all, I feel so good. It was like the burden was off of my chest, and I felt so good. I was like, man, I feel so happy. The only thing I regretted was buying that house, but I felt so good. But after we sold the house, came the next issue that we went through that we've been going through for the next past 90 days or so or less. What you talking about? Hotel living. Woo. Y'all living in motels and hotels
for Holiday Inns.
Living in hotels and motels for the past 60 days plus has been a struggle. And the thing that's so funny is let me rephrase that. He has a dog. And so staying in hotels with having a dog is hard because they charge out of their ass for pet fee. But shout out to the Red Roof Inn and the Motel 6, which tend to be the main 2 hotels that let your animals stay for free.
Yep.
So we had to stay in a lot of Motel 6 and Red Roof Inns. And we went all over the place because we wanted to just see how different cities was before we make a decision where we're going to go to next. We went to North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas, Oklahoma. We didn't go to Tennessee. So if you in Tennessee, no, men, we didn't go to Tennessee, but we went to so many different cities just to get the vibe. And I come to my conclusion. You got your conclusion?
I do have my conclusion.
I want me a house out in the country, a nice in the bonus. Because every time I mention to people, I want to go back to the country. Ain't nothing there. Boy, you better stay in the city. Fuck you. I just hate how people, like I said, project their fear off on you. I don't want to be in the city no more. Traffic, loudness, ambulance, people, it's just too much. I know that that's my goal. We move in silence. We don't tell y'all everything, but I will give y'all that much. Our goal now is to get to live in the country. When I say country, that means moving to a town or a city where the population is as little as 1,000 people, as most as 30,000 people. Like, living in Houston where the population is 2 million people?
Over 2 million people.
I don't need that. Living in Texas, in Dallas, population 1 million. And the Metroplex in Dallas is
7 or 8 million.
And the Metroplex in Houston is what?
I think 5 mil.
See, I don't need all that. what would make me content, I feel, is we live in a small town. And we know that now we're gonna be going out of town. Like this weekend, we're gonna go to Houston and go out to eat and go to the concert or something. Or we gonna go up to Memphis, or we're gonna go to Chicago or whatever, because we stay in a small town. We have something to look forward to.
Right.
Versus we already here and it ain't no excitement. So we at the age now where we want some change, big time change.
And for y'all who think that Jeremy holds me back,
oh yeah,
and holds my mouth, tells me what I need to do and what I need to say, that is incorrect. He does not do that. I know me. I can be corny and I can continue to go on with some corny jokes and just saying shit out the wazoo. So no, he does not control what I do and what I say. It's just that I know how I am, and I just don't want to go too far because I can be corny as a motherfucker. That's it.
Woo! So y'all, what we gonna do is we gonna be telling y'all stories about stuff we saw in the hotel, not today. We're just letting y'all know that we back to YouTube and what we've been up to. When we take breaks, first of all, when we take breaks from YouTube is because, number one, for our mental.
Right.
Number two, we having a change or going through a change. We move in silence. Whatever we doing, we move in silence. I'm not an announcing person. Like, I'm not gonna get on Instagram and YouTube and tell y'all, oh, today we sold a house. Oh, today, well, actually, I take that back. I was gonna do, I gotta keep saying but we were going to do videos showing y'all us selling this house. We're selling that house. We were going to make videos showing y'all we're selling the house. No, we're not in the house right now. I know y'all like, are y'all in the house? No, we're not in the house. We took this picture with us, but no, we're not in the house. But we were going to do videos of us selling the house. But when at the end of that Hurricane Barrel video, I made one little small joke, and I said, I'm not going to stress. I'll just get a new motherfucking address. And so many people got in the comments, oh, you don't know what you're doing. Boy, you better get your generator. Oh, it's too much to move. You're crazy hell. You better know what you're doing. It was too much of that. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to do it. Because one thing about me is I don't need and want the unsolicited advice that's led with fear. So I was like, no, we'll just, no. So I'm going to tell y'all something that y'all didn't notice though.
What is that?
A couple things. Number one, every time we would from September last year all the way until like March of this year, every time y'all saw us do a video, a eating video, a mukbang, and the dog was in the car, because y'all know I could sit with our dog. Those were days where people were coming to see the house. They were doing open houses and stuff. When I was on live for my birthday, and I was saying, who the fuck is that now, y'all mother? And I had to say, oh, that's the neighbor. But I had to catch myself because those were people who was in the yard taking pictures of the house because they was about to request to come and see the house. And then one day we made it. I don't know what I had cooked. I want to say it was some hamburger helper.
Yep.
And we was in the middle of making hamburger helper. Somebody had requested to see the house. I was so mad, like, motherfucker, because
we had to stop and kind of put it to the side and then get him and us together and get the hell about the house.
Yeah, and it was so stressful selling the house. Y'all think buying a house is stressful. Selling a house is extremely stressful. The amount of people that come to your house and they look down on your house like, they try to judge the house so much. People who came to our house and they was turning down the house because the cabinets was black in the kitchen, because we had that hallway was blue. People were turning down the house because this is small, this simple cosmetic stuff. I was tripping about that. And we had the Ring camera. We used to sit and watch them on the Ring, and they would stand by our garage and they'll try to talk bad about our house. But I used to want to say, bitch, get from out of my yard if I come to blast on your glad.
Like, if the thing is that you wanted to see the house. Yeah, you have your opinion about things, but at the price point of what you are in the price range of looking for, you want, a lot of folks I think they wanted that extravagant house. They wanted us to have crystal balls hanging from the ceiling and they wanted us to have gold cabinets with glass doors. Right. And I'm just like, okay, well, if that's the case, then we're gonna get all that done for your ass, and the price is gonna go up another $400,000. How about that?
Right. Shit. And then I will say this though, we wouldn't. If you're gonna buy a house and sell it, you need to be in the house at least 5 to 7 years minimum to make a profit.
Yes.
I hate how people say buy the house, you're gonna build a lot of escrow, a lot, or not escrow,
Equity,
and you gonna wrong. Well, yes and no. We didn't build too much equity in our house because we were only in it for 3.5 years. So we selling our house with putting all that work we put into the house. We really much just took a loss. It was kind of a loss. Like we didn't walk away like, oh, we walk away balling. We walk away with, damn, can I get a payday loan to pay this house? So we definitely took a loss. We should have stayed in the house long. No, not should have. I don't like that word. If we would have stayed in the house longer, we would have made more money. But since I was ready to go. I was ready to go. I didn't care, and I didn't really care too much about nothing. Like, whatever they was offering or asking us to do for real for this house, we were cool with it. Go. Now I will say this. If you are trying to buy a house, the best time to buy a house is at the end of the year. If you can hold off until like October, November, December, that's the best time to buy a house, because for us, we were so I ain't gonna lie, we was like desperate to sell that house that around those times, November and December, we were like, we'll pay closing. We'll get this fixed too for you. Yeah. So if you're gonna buy a house, wait till the end of the year, and the seller gonna do so much for you so you can take that house out of their hand. Now, if you're trying to get a house at the first of the year around tax time, you might not be so lucky.
No, because there's gonna be too many people looking.
Right, they sure do.
Yeah, they're gonna be looking, and they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, we'll get. Don't worry about it. You don't have to, so do this and that. We're gonna give you this amount. We want that amount because you're gonna have multiple offers on it." So, but yeah,
and our neighbors in our community were so nosy. We had neighbors who never even spoke to us. They never even socialized with us or nothing. But as soon as they saw us put that sign in the yard, they stopped it. Oh, y'all selling the house? I was like, yeah, we got somebody trying to come and take us out, 187 us. So we got to get out of the neighborhood. I remember the neighbor I told.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, tell them.
Oh, yeah, some woman won't leave me alone, and I just got to go because she trying to take both of us out. And she was looking at me like, ain't no woman trying to take you up. I'm like, it's that people so nosy. People so nosy.
Just tell them all kinds of things just to kind of brush them off of you. You get them off of you.
Yeah, I gave them the business. I gave them the business. So yeah, I'm definitely excited about what's next for us. What's coming up next for us, y'all. For us, the channel, I'm noticing a lot of people on YouTube is making a lot of money with the podcast setup and stuff. That's why we got some little microphones and stuff. Why you got that blue? What that blue for?
Because I feel blue.
Oh man. I want to crack jokes and stuff, but for the sake of Rashard, I ain't gonna crack jokes because I know you feeling real down for real. Life is doing what it do.
Nah, life happens. I kind of been noticing. You remember when I went home a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, we went to his hometown. We even went back to Greenville, South Carolina.
Yes, we did.
And
we did.
But anyway, you went back home.
And I was able to see her, and actually kind of talk to her, and see where she's standing. She was in better condition back then, and she was actually up, sitting up. And then, as the weeks went on, after I came back, it's just like I seen a decline. But I don't know. I'm trying to get back up. I'm not trying. I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a way to get back up there to attend a funeral. But just a work in progress. And I just want to see her off. And you always want to see your family off. I cannot not be there. So anyway, enough with that. I'm sorry, hood folks. It's just that that's what I've been going back to, just thinking about the good old times and just what's happening and what happened. But anyway, yeah.
Well, it's better out the end. What I encourage people is, like I tell him, that, holding stuff in, especially as a man and a black man, holding stuff in is not good for your health. It's not good for your heart. It's not good for your pressure. It's not good for you. So it's better to let stuff out than in. You should never comprive yourself. Is that the right word? Because you're not trying to
deprive.
Deprive or comprive?
It's deprive, I think.
They want to. I'm pretty sure people watch this whole video just to confront that boy.
Yeah, they gonna say.
You
they
being
gonna say that
deprived, but don't hold yourself back. So if you know you feeling a certain way, to let it all out. I know how you feel and all that kind of good stuff. So moving forward. We like I said, we just wanted to come and tell y'all that yes, we are back, and y'all should get when you get this video. I think it's gonna be Tuesday, and we plan on just doing multiple videos this week. The videos we put out this week will be more about selling the house, about stories from the hotel. Y'all, we seen so much stuff in the hotel. We had so much stuff happening in the hotel. I'm telling you, I ain't never know so many people love to do the nasty like that. And it's a lot of people that doing sneaky stuff. Ooh, they so nasty. And we was almost tempted to get involved in some one time. Y'all see I got the mic all up in my mouth. We was almost tempted to get in some one time. But I'm telling you, man, my soul told me don't go. Don't go. But I was tempted though.
I ain't tempted.
I'm telling you that morning wood was ready morning, noon, and night. I'm telling you.
What the hell?
But what we gonna do is, like I was saying, a lot of people are doing the podcast stuff, and I know y'all told us to do the podcast stuff. And I'm like, no, because we still gonna cook on YouTube, and we still gonna do mukbang on YouTube. We still do vloggers, but it's gonna be. Not so much. I'm tired. I don't want to be a cooking channel. I don't want to cook. We'll just talk about everyday life, relationships and stuff. And I know some of y'all that watch us forever gonna be fading away. Like, I don't want to see that. And then we get a whole new audience. So shout out to all the hood folks. I also, first of all, I should have said this first. I want to give a big weight loss surgery eligibility shout out. That's a big shout out. A big shout out to all the people that sent emails, that sent us messages like y'all miss us, where we been, asking are we okay, and even shout out to this one person who sent us a cash app for $25 saying I know I got to get y'all attention some kind of way to see if y'all okay. Yes, we are okay. We haven't broken up. We haven't gotten into any fights. We got into some arguments, but we haven't gotten into any fights or anything. And so we're good. And I appreciate all y'all for checking on us, asking us how we been and stuff. I know I've been talking a lot in the video, coming my throat dry. Golly, I like everybody going, Bob want to sing. You and I must make a pact. We must go. You know I fuck a song up. You know I will fuck a song up.
Ghost of Michael's past.
You know I will fuck a song up because I don't be knowing no words in them. But anyway, but that's what all we got for right now, folks. We will see y'all this week more. Like I said, we're going to record more. And we're going to be on this thing, doing it up real big. But yeah, that's all. Rashard, tell the folk what all... Ladies and gentlemen, come on down to The Price is Right. Rashard, tell the people what all they need to do. I'm listening and I'm judging. Go ahead.
All right, hood folks, like, comment, subscribe, and press that ugly ass bell button to get notified whenever we put new content on this page. And again, thank you for still being with us, rocking with us, and hit me up, let me know, that y'all are still out there and y'all worried about us. But I appreciate y'all, hood folks.
And we will see y'all later on this week. Y'all should get at least 4 videos this week because we got to tell y'all about this stuff. Don't tell you. I'm going to tell y'all. Let's give them a little sample. Let me give you just a little sample. Hood folks, we saw a lady, black, had to be a good 60 years old, high heels taller than the World Trade Center, walked to this bar room, and we heard him in there whining. Oh, he sounded like a bitch. I said, come on, Mariah. The boy, she was doing him so good. I said,
hey, we shouldn't get too much content.
Okay, let me say this though. She was doing him so good. I was like, can I be Nick? Golly, you can come join me. I'm telling you, baby, have me. Which one, my knee? You want my knee or you want my back? Or side? Or you want to get on my head? I was just
golly. All right, groceries.
All right, folks. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Peace, folks. What the hell you talking about on your head?
I don't know. I'm going to spin around. I'm going to be spinning around. Call me a top.
Golly.
I'm going to call me one machine.
You look like a big agitator.
Bitch, I'm cleaning up the house. I'm clean.